automated docking.
Landing gear deployed. Incoming mission. Critical message.
Docking successful. Ground crew dispatched. Greetings, Commander.
I think
This'll help, lady.
I have overlapping sounds happening at the moment, trying to close stuff.
Same.
Incoming message.
And I killed it. There it goes. Okay, computer's no longer dying. It's good. That question in particular depends on which part of the computer you're talking about.
You have a ship of Odysseus as your computer, Naka?
Yeah.
I was about to say the newest thing is what the microphone, and you've probably got another part since then.
Ooh. Good question. There might be a RAM stick, that's the newest piece.
Right? By parties. Tank buster incoming. Dispersed. Spark. And Violet. Tanks and heals out. DPS stacked. Tanks and heals will be stacked.
Uh-oh. I got Cypress.
We were too close again.
Yeah, well,
Light party bridges.
I just really
Tanks
wanted
to the
technical
south.
Step.
It's got a pretty decent range on it.
Condensed.
Oh,
Light parties.
better. Well, all you guys.
Knockback. Healers. Slide it. To the left. Remember, tank buster incoming. Dispersed.
I'll see if I can get it.
Yeah, I'll start on the healers.
Look for the behemoth. Behemoth is up front.
Oh shoot. Hold on. Let me get over here. I marking.
I got him. Two. There we go.
Good.
Oh wait, this needs a Dorito. There we go.
You might want to put the Dorito on yourself this way when we break.
Light
for
parties. Oh,
Ooh, ooh, ooh. We're good.
No Dorito. Okay.
tank buster. Condensed. Meteors and birds coming up. DPS have birds. Tanks and healers have towers. Knockback. Regroup. Get ready for incoming damage. Spark. To the wall. Set up here, get ready to see if we'll stay. We are good. Tanks and healers spread. Tanks and healers spread. Tanks and healers stack. First group mitigation for Light of Life should be going on. I do not have reprise right now.
Did it?
Tanks and healers still stack. Tanks and healers are spread. Tanks and healers are spread. DPS stack. Second light of life is currently going off. Don't forget your mitigation. Cross the bridge. Incoming. Stay. Use the bubble. Use the bubble if you can. Look for the empty platform. We are going straight across. Across the bridge. Famine's Harvest incoming. Position. Tanks and healers have tethers. DPS are baiting. Remember to cross.
Gibby's up.
Oh no.
Deaths.
Crap.
There you go again. Heal it up.
Just
Or
to the right. To the right.
tanks and healers have Behemoth.
Oh.
Oh, I'm thinking the wrong daggone mechanic.
Oh, and I didn't use my.
Back platform. Loosely form your light parties. Spark of life. Light parties, please.
Over.
Yeah.
Up in the other party. There you go.
Cypress, you probably should have just stayed there.
To the left.
Bye, guys.
And we can park.
I did that last night too.
Alright, 2 sparks of life. There's 1. Mitigate and heal. Second spark of life incoming. There it is. And final light of life and rage.
Yeah. Really good fun. Can you really hear my TV through my phone?
Alrighty.
I just hear noise coming through.
Yeah, because the TV is like way down. Like I can't even understand what they're saying. It's just all.
Any questions? That was a really...
Yes,
Go for it.
Naka.
Yes.
Were we too close? Is that why we died, or was there a third person over there?
Yeah.
We crossed.
When we did the crisscross, with the way that the X formation is, one of us has to be on the other side of the bird to make sure that the combs are spread far enough apart.
Okay, so I needed to switch a little bit more over there.
Yeah, so if you would have been on the other side of the bird, I think there would have been enough of a dividend there.
Okie dokie, that's what I thought. I was a little too close.
Yep.
For war, the Minotaur tethers, they don't turn purple like the earlier ones. You just need to move to the correct position, right?
Yes, I had mentioned that previously. That's one thing about the Inumaru is the fact that the tethers will not turn completely. You are basically where you stretch it to is the point where it basically is at the absolute maximum before it turns. That's one thing about the Inumaru. It does require mitigation because of that factor. So I've said it before, but it was while we were learning. So
All right, I got you.
yeah.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Famine looked pretty good. Yin, you finally got in the right spot. Yeah, like I say, the only people who will be on bridges are tanks. So, yeah, I saw you kind of floundering a little bit there, trying to figure out. You're going to be on an island, as will Naka. It's just y'all are going to be basically. You're basically on the island where the bridge meets it.
Yeah, I was going the opposite way, but then I realized that's cutting into you guys, so I just backtracked over to the other one.
Yep.
But alright, yeah, I got it.
Cool.
Range record and. You had
Yeah,
the
you
bird on
think-
our
You point the bird out away from, because there's going to be 4 people tethered on one circle, and then there's going to be somebody baiting the cone, and then somebody with a bird, so you're kind of crossing them.
Great lad. Condensed. To the right. To the right again. Light parties. Tank buster incoming. Dispersed. Spark of life incoming. Damage with bleed. And violet bonds. Tanks and healers are spread. Tanks and healers will be stacked. Watch your spacing, DPS.
Oh, kill silver. Okay.
Now I give you the buff. You did it good, I give you the buff.
Thank you.
Tanks are south. Light party bridges. Okay. Tank buster incoming. Condensed. Light parties. Knockback. Healers. Slide it. Fouls. Well, okay. Remember tank buster incoming. Condensed. Fruit, look for the behemoth versus the minotaurs. Behemoth is up front.
Oop, I'm adjusting.
Oh dear, I'm rezzing.
I got nailed by a behemoth cone. Light parties. Tank buster. Condensed. Birds and meteors incoming. DPS have tethers. Knockback. Spark. To the wall. Ready for purgation, set up. We're moving. Tanks and healers are stacked twice. Tanks and healers are stacked twice. Tanks and healers are still stacking. First round of DPS, or first round of mitigation should be going off right now. Kibby, do you have reprise?
Sure thing.
Thank you, sir. Big boom incoming. Tanks and heals are spread. Second light of life is currently going. Tanks and heals are still spread. Light of life's about to go off. Beautiful mitigation. Use the bubble. Looking for the empty platform. We're going straight across. Slide it. Famine incoming. Okay, we're good as is. Tanks and healers are baiting. DPS are on the run.
Ah, dang it.
Knock is
Death.
lady.
And phone.
Ends up.
War.
Oh, what am I connected to? Crap, 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 crap.
Oh! Aka.
I made mine.
Lady's
Back. Bleed.
silver in her party.
Light parties. Use the bubble. To the left. And park it. First raid wide. Heal it up. Second raid wide incoming. Bleed and light of life. %. Better than last one. Getting back to about where we were last night. Cool. Okay. So it looked like people were getting to their correct spots for famine. I'll let people kind of determine how to read the platforms and pre-position whatnot. War was, I was about to say, from where I was looking, it looked like everyone was in the right spots. There may have been a little bit of wiggle. with the bird versus Minotaur sets. Anybody have thoughts on pre-positioning for war? What have you noticed works for you if you've been alive during the mechanics and kind of started to think about it? What has worked for you? What has not worked for you? Any suggestions?
I don't know.
Wrench
I've had
has
the
been
bird
working.
Yeah, I just keep forgetting to hit my knockback,
Yeah,
so it's hard to tell. If I get clipped by anybody else, it's hard to tell because I'm flying off the board anyway because I'm not using my knockback there.
gotcha. Yeah.
But the last one looked like it was good, and I got distracted. I was like, "Oh, it looks good," and I'm like, "Oh crap, bird."
Yeah, the bird knockback is, it's pretty.
How long do we have on that? Like, could I hit knockback before, like, as soon as our tethers spawn for that, could you theoretically hit your knockback and it lasts through that?
I don't know. I've never hit it that early.
Okay. I might try it just to see, because then if I can get in a habit of just doing it no matter what tether, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
Like, as soon as
no,
the
that's
tethers
totally
comes
fair.
out.
Yeah, that's totally fair
Yeah.
because the timing on the birds is pretty much consistent. So if it's a case of you can hit knockback as soon as the bird tethers appear, then that could also be something to implement for birds and meteors, because the timing on the fruit, each time the fruit spawns, and then the creatures that when they are casting their own mini attacks, yeah, if it's a case of getting it as soon as the tether appears, you're good to go, then that's something we can, that can help as a whole. So definitely, that's a science moment worth it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and I resemble that remark.
Here we go. Some more pulls, some more practice. Tank Buster. Condensed. Let's see, direction, we are going left.
Naka Gurg is stalking you on your stream to see how we're doing.
Okay.
We're
Did you-
pretty good.
Did you mean Geig?
Nope.
No, the tank I think we had that filled in for Kiwi when we.
Oh, duh.
Left. Light parties. Tank Buster incoming. It's condensed. Spark alive. Raid wide with bleed. And violate.
Okay.
Tanks and healers are stacked. Blah. DPS stack. DPS stack. DPS stack. Now tanks and healers will stack to the right. Light party bridges to the south. Dispersed. Light parties.
Battle might not hit the multicast. Nope.
Knockback.
Woohoo, that was close.
Hug your healer. Slide it. Bows. To the right. Tankbuster imminent. Dispersed. Minotaurs versus Behemoth. Behemoth is up front. Tanks and healers have Behemoth.
Ow.
Light parties. Tankbuster, condensed. Birds and meteors. Tanks and healers have birds. Knockback. Spark. To the side. Alright, purgation set up. Move it over. Tanks and heals are stacked. Tanks and heals are stacked. Actually, they're stacked twice. First round of mitigation on Light of Life should be going up. Tanks and heals are still stacking. Get ready for Light of Life. Going above. Tanks and heals are spread for the rest of the mech. Second Light of Life is currently going. Mitigation should be hitting in. Tanks and healers are spread. Back across. Light of Life is about to glow. Wait for it. Use the bubble, please. Look for the empty. We are going to the south. Bridge famine. DPS are baiting.
I got the res.
Death. Home.
I do not have that res.
I got good.
Or Tanks and healers have Behemoth again.
Sure cast. Silver is
Back
using
platform.
spot.
I got a thing.
Back platform. Spark alive. Light party slowly but surely. Light parties. We're going to the left. Park it.
Just knock it.
Raid wide with bleed. Second raid wide with more bleed. And raid wide, or enrage.
Do we hear 5?
Uh, 6%. I was about to say improvement. I think our best last night was around 8. I think was
8?
our best last night.
Yeah.
So improvement, improvement. Okay. I'll say from what I saw, Famine looked solid. Gin, you good, or was it just a flip around moment? All right, you're good. Cool. From what I could tell, War seemed Silver. Did you get the bird that time, or did you have a Minotaur?
I had Minotaur that time,
Okay, gotcha.
but I still died, so I don't know if that was I wasn't topped off and it was trying to stretch it.
I gotcha.
Not really having mitigation, yeah.
Okay. So it looks like Famine, the first two were understanding. So Famine and Death were understanding. We've got positions-ish. It's just a matter of tweaking and getting used to running it in. Conversely, I think now is the time it is good to talk about war. I think we do need to kind of chew that over. We've now seen it a couple of times with more of the party up, so I think it would actually make a little more sense to just pick it up and chew it back over. If you're able, if you can pull up, I did post the quote-unquote brain-dead strats, some of the visuals and imagery. The War Harvest Inu. Does anyone have questions on the Inu configuration? It's in videos and strats. Posted it yesterday around 11 o'clock PTN. PM. But as already mentioned by Kibby, do notice that the one that is in there has the configuration with the behemoths and the minotaurs being counterclockwise. It is possible to get clockwise with the behemoth, although we do know a little extra information that the behemoth will always be on one of the top two front platforms.
If it helps, I've been setting up on the corner in between the platform that has the two minotaurs on the bridges there, so then I can just run to the behemoth or get in my position if needed.
So you're saying you set up on the behemoth platform?
Oh no, I set up on the bird on the corner. So with the
the front bird, since there's always going to be a front bird. You're okay. And then you either stretch back or go over. Okay.
Yeah, so because it can flip, but it's always going to be the north platform, the north bridge, where you have to stretch the tether. That's either going to go left or right. That's never going to come down.
Correct.
And then it doesn't matter where the one on the
lower bridges.
Where the other bridge. Yeah, because you're always going to come to the south platform.
Absolutely.
To resolve it no matter what.
You're absolutely spot on. So yeah, cool thoughts. If those pre-positions are working for y'all, absolutely. I've been kind of pre-positioning on the behemoth platform. Granted, I have way more mobility than some folks, so. Yeah. Again, when I came across this that had all three of them together, I was like, that could be nice. Let's see. So yeah, pre-positioning, as Aqua said, there's always going to be a bull on the north bridge. So if you get the north bridge bull, it's just a case of stretching straight east or west. And then if you've got the bull on whichever of the two southern bridges, then you're always stretching that one to the south, onto the southern island.
Question. So you're saying the one in the front bridge is either going to go left or right, determining where the 4 tethers is?
Yes, because in the War Harvest, it could be based on the behemoth and the minotaurs. They could be looping clockwise or counterclockwise. The example in the picture is counterclockwise, because it starts with the behemoth top right and counterclockwise goes down to the last bird. So it can go CCW or CW.
So then the bridges that are bottom of the triangle those two will always go south. And and my question is this: when we're doing that, are we standing directly behind the bird when the person with the bird takes it and throws it out?
I would say it would have to be like a 90-degree angle. So like if the tether is coming off the bird to the person that's tethered to the bird, and you have that other one, you want to make like a right. You want it to be perpendicular to their thing, so that they don't get clipped by your cone, and so that you don't hit somebody else with it with your conal if you're attached to one of the things on the bridges.
And you do.
My other question is.
Go for it.
Go ahead. My other question is this going to be class-based like the other ones?
As has been said before, yes. It is class-based. Either the DPS get the behemoth and the tank's healers will get the minotaurs and birds, or the DPS will get the minotaurs, birds, and the tank. Or yeah, it's vice versa. As far as who gets the behemoth and who gets the minotaurs and birds, it is all of the harvests are class-based.
The first time that I did this successfully, I had the bridge on the south. I went directly behind the bird, and Silver was next to me. She forgot to hit knockback, and she went flying. So that would have been the correct, just go straight south. And
yeah, but we don't know, 'cause
mine.
I fudged up mine, so there was no way to tell to make sure that I didn't get clipped by yours because I went flying anyway because of my own stupidity.
I will say, when in doubt, remember that the Minotaur does have a fairly wide cleave when it goes off. So if you're on the platform with the bird and the other person has the bird, you've got the Minotaur, whichever direction the bird is being pointed, if you can kind of shuffle the Minotaur, just wiggle yourself just a little bit in the opposite direction, you could potentially give just a little bit more room for the bird tether.
Alright.
Just wait for Kibby to get back, and we'll do a check. Food buff if you have not already done so. And Kib is back. Alright.
I'm starting to use Potts Lady. I think they end up at, well, Opener, Purgation, and Death.
Okay, 15 on the clock. Spark Alive. Condensed. The right. to the left. Quiet parties. Tank Buster incoming. Dispersed. Spark alive. And Violet. Tanks and heals out. Tanks and heals out. Or no,
we're in.
reverse that. Oh, I saw that too for a second. That threw me. We're going left. Now tanks and heals out. Light party bridges. Tank Buster incoming. It's dispersed. Light parties. Knockback. Healers. Slide it. Bells. Right. Tank Buster incoming. Dispersed.
Pots are up in 30.
Minotaur versus Behemoth. Minotaur's up front. DPS have Behemoth. Light parties. Birds and meteors. DPS have birds, tanks and heals have meteors. Knockback. Oosh.
Okay, so that did not work, popping it as soon as the tether came out.
Word. So it is a little bit of a timing wall.
Silver, I believe in you.
She got it.
Oh gosh, you believe in me a whole bunch.
Purgation incoming. Set up. We are good. Kibby, I do not have her prize to start up Light of Life. Tanks and heals are stacked.
I got it.
Thanks, sir. Light of Life is started. First teams of mitigators. Tanks and heals are spread. Tanks and heals are stacked. Light of Life is about to blow.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. I'm gonna be a little off here. Just keep in mind of my bubble.
Tanks and heals are spread. DPS are stacking. Knock up.
Oh, my bad. I was still in recovery mode.
No, thank you.
I got LB3 in a minute.
All right, yeah, I was about to say wait till. Move over again. Move. Okay, now's good. Now's good.
Please reach. Thank you.
Like I say, because that's actually where the LB would go for if DPS were to be using. That would be the first LB moment right there as soon as Purgation ends. To the right. We are going straight across. Move it. Cross the bridge, you're fine. Famine's Harvest.
Clocks are up to 30.
DPS are baiting.
Oh, shit.
Ah, boo.
Naka's up. Kadaj is next.
Death.
Silver's next. Wrong side, Silver and Kadaj.
Are we?
Yep, Naka was in the right spot. Y'all crossed over.
Okay.
Cause remember,
We're
it,
coming in a minute.
war. Gonna be a lot of multi-tethers. Is it her out there gonna kill us?
So I would set up on front right,
These are resonant, so.
and then
I have a double tether.
And then with that Minotaur, I would want to go all the way down here, and then Naka, you would want to be on the... Okay. So that was my bad, because I was built too far out and I had multiple tethers, but in that instance, Naka, you would have wanted to have gone the other side to have given me the ability to go a little bit further left.
Yeah, I had the double tether too. That was why.
Well, fair. But I'm giving you a moment of feedback, because I can see your position there, and... Understandable?
Mm-hmm.
Overall, good. So I'll say it's just a case of getting the mechanics in, and yes, remember, when it comes to the confirmation of there can be counterclockwise versus clockwise things going on, so yeah.
Captain Rafe, the first famine, Naka, Cypress, Kadaj, and myself both had tethers to the Minotaur on the front bridge.
That
And we
was
died.
I was about to say, no doubt, probably because at the at that point we had people down. So if
Right.
people are down, then people will get multi-tethers. That's one of those. Because it's a backloaded fight. Any death that happens in the last 5 mechanics is astronomical. I hate to say it, put that much pressure on it, but really and truly, if there are deaths right before or during the harvests, good flippin' luck.
Yeah.
Oh, can we, and I'm gonna be honest here, so we're not wasting pots. If we die on purgation, can we just restart it, please?
Is it still recoverable from purgation? Oh, wait.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it is. However, I'm going to shoot that down, Athena, and say that we still need the practice. If we can recover and still get the practice with the harvests, if we were nailing the harvests every single time that we get to them, I would say, yeah, let's go ahead and start going into completionist mindset. But we're not there. We're still screwing up the harvests, so we still need to see the harvest and practice them. That's why when the pot conversation was going on earlier, I didn't say anything. If y'all want to start using pots just to get in the habit, by all means do so. I'm not, cause we're clear ready, but we're not re-clear ready. So I say no, unless it's absolutely one of those, like the healers are down, Cypress is down, and ain't nobody getting back up. We're not resetting because we still need the practice with the mechanics and we still need to see them. And if you are dead, let me say this because I haven't said it before. If you're dead and you're not paying attention to what's going on the field, if you're dead and you tune out until you get the res notification, stop that.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think it's tuning out. It's remembering that you're going to raise where the person who raises you, they're going to raise you right beside you unless it's an LB. So if Naka's clear across the board and I'm coming back in and I'm trying to figure out where he was positioned, or maybe, oh, I see Naka, he's over there, that's good, but it was actually Cypress that rezzed me.
Yep.
I think it's just acknowledging who's doing the rezzing and where they're positioned when they res you.
Yep, absolutely. So it also is one of those moments while learning mechs, you gotta see them. And just because you're not dying to the mech doesn't mean that you can't watch the mech from a third-person perspective and get an idea of, oh, what if I pre-position there next time? Use death to its advantage. Any other questions at the moment? We've got enough time for about one more poll plus discussion and we can take a break. Cypress, yeah, I heard you an
Yes, on the whole rezzing thing, do you want me to just purely focus on rezzes, so then I can run around and get people up, like, on a dime? Or...
Knock again? That's y'all's world.
I would not have you do that, because you do have a higher DPS output than I do. Let me use my thin air to my advantage. If and when I can. If I do not have it up, I will let you know.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's the other thing.
First, then me. Okay.
I will also say, Cypress, at this point, while we're clear and re-clear, that's kind of up in the air, not necessarily using pots, it's time for you to start being a backup reser. Because I think you're still going into, I must help res every time. Let Gin or Naka tell you if they need you to kick in. Okay?
Sounds good.
And Gin and Naka, by that standard, if y'all need Cypress, speak up. Yay?
Easy enough.
Yay.
Alright. Okay. I'm going to do a real quick ready check. Like I say, we've got easily one more pull definitely in this, and then we'll do a little reset, take a little bio and general break, and then we will be back. Raid wide with bleed. Dispersed. Blades. We'll be going left or right. Left. Keep hugging the wall. Exaflares, exaflare, exaflare. To the right. Light parties. Tank buster incoming. Dispersed. Spark of Life incoming. And it is... Tanks and heals are spread. Tanks and heals are spread. Tanks and heals will be stacked. Tanks and heals will be stacked. Light party bridges. Tanks are south. Condensed. Light parties. Back. Hug your healer. Deck your healer's forgiveness, Kadaj.
We're just gonna pretend nobody saw that.
I didn't see that.
Exactly.
I put a line in my...
Slide it. Okay. Shoulder slam. To the right. Remember, Tank Buster is incoming. Condensed. Behemoth and Minotaurs. Behemoth is up front.
Oop, I got the res.
And light parties. There's my record ska. Damn it. dispersed. Come on, Sheltron. You. Birds and meteors. Knockback. Oh, that was late.
Oh crap.
Yep.
I don't have it.
Spark
this
alive. Raid wide with bleed. To the side. Ready for purgation. We're good as normal. Tanks and heals start spread. Tanks and heals start spread. DPS are stacking. Tanks and heals are stacked for the next two. First Light of Life already been reprised. Tanks and heals are still stacked. Second light is currently charging. You are mitigation, pop it. Tanks and heals are spreading. Tanks and heals are spreading. Big ouchie incoming. Stay over. Stay. Stay within the bubble. Alright, we want the empty platform. We are good where we are. We are going south. Slide it. Famine. Tanks and heals are baiting. Tanks and heals are baiting.
I got the res.
Enough. Again, buddy. Again, buddy.
Yeah, I did it again.
Yeah, you did.
Jerk ass. Damn.
He says, ooh, yay.
I got Gin.
Thank you.
4.
I don't have Lady either. I still have 20 seconds.
Behemoth.
I hang out here.
Stay there, right? Okay.
Thank you.
Knockback.
Not that. E. I was about to say, from those of you I turned around to see, yes. Alright, raid lad, spark. Light parties? We are going to the left. And we're parking it. Bleed, 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 bleed. Second spark. Bleed, 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 bleed. And final light of life.
Still not too bad for some deaths.
Mm-hmm. 9%. Good. So we've seen 6. We had 8 previous. There was 9.
Yeah, I stopped using the potions for that.
Alright, so it is, let's go ahead and leave instance. The time is 28, almost half past the hour. Let's take a 15. I want to see everyone back at 45 after. 15 till.
You know what I think, Rafe, and see if you agree with me. I think Shirk should be on the same amount of timer as Provoke.
Litter.
Litter.
Litter. Because, you know, they go in, they come
I
out.
should make a Lalafell named Peapad.
Oh my god.
That character won't last long.
That evoked a visceral reaction from a few people.
It's not gonna be long
Dude, I
before
don't- I
R.
don't-
Kelly jokes made about that.
Oh.
Hear your phone go off.
Alright. Food check, gear check.
Oh boy, I get a Dorito.
Either love
With
it
honor.
or hate the Cool Ranch, but I love Cool Ranch. I think it's alright.
Oh yes.
There are those that either love Cool Ranch or are wrong.
Ah.
There are no regular Doritos. It's Cool Ranch or nothing.
Focus!
Aw.
Alrighty.
Now, if I'm gonna have fake cheese, I'm gonna have Cheetos, not Doritos.
Tank buster incoming. Dispersed. Let's see which direction we're going. Left. Tank buster incoming. Condensed. Raid wide with bleed. Tanks are spread. Tanks and heals are spread. Tanks and heals will be stacking. Tanks and heals will be stacking. Light party bridges.
What is going on with you?
Tanks to the south.
I think Boo Boo got the zoomies.
Condensed. Light parties. Healers. Elbow slams. Coming down. We are headed to the left. Tank Buster incoming.
What?
I got him.
Flipped. Dispersed.
Server tick was a little too good there.
Minotaurs up front. Or Behemoths up front.
I just mounted Cade. Oh my god.
I have 2 tethers. I just realized that.
Yeah.
No LB3.
Light parties.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Kid.
Ow.
Tank Buster. It's dispersed. Someone's about to die.
Every one of you is gonna have to stand in a meteor and do knockback and take a bird.
Well, this is mine.
Not gonna heal it in time, so.
Oh. Whee! Are you still with us, Kadash?
Logging back in now.
Okay.
I haven't had a 90k in forever.
Lady, I appreciate, but do not call reset.
Welcome back, Dragoon. We missed you.
Give you a couple of seconds. Let us know when you're ready, Kadaj.
Alright. Should be good now.
You back in? Awesome.
Yeah. I got it ready.
I have no idea why that even happened.
Red wide with bleed. Dispersed. Check direction. Right. Left. Light parties. Tank Buster incoming. It's condensed. Raid wide. Get ready for Inviolate. Tanks and healers are spread. Tanks and heals are spread. Tanks and heals will be stacked. Tanks and heals will be stacked. Going to the right. Light parties on bridges slightly. Tanks are south, light party positions. It's dispersed. Light parties. Ready for knockback. Plug your healer. Slide it. Right. Next rounds of bows. Slam coming down. We are going to the left. Tank Buster incoming. Dispersed. Behemoth is up front. Light parties. It's condensed. Birds and meteors. Knockback. Get ready for raid wide. Wallet. interrogation incoming. Wait to see if we can stay. We can. Tanks and heals start spread. Tanks and heals start spread. DPS are stacking. Tanks and heals are stacked. Tanks and heals are stacked. First mitigation should be popping in. Kibby, I do not have reprise. Tanks and heals are spread. Light of Light's about to hop. Tanks and heals are spread. Tanks and heals are stacked. Second group should be mitigating. Reprise is on. Second light alive.
Oh my god.
I got the res in a
Stay
second.
in the bubble, but keep over to the side. Look for the empty. We are going south. Go! My turn.
I don't have the res this time.
I got him.
Moron. Tanks and healers have tethers. DPS are baiting. Oh, why are there so many?
Oh.
Ooh.
That was me.
Got it, Naka.
And now Naka gets all the tethers.
You shouldn't.
Be kind of funny though. Okay. I sit here.
Oh my gosh.
Hey. Run through your brain real quick. Catalog any particular mistakes that you recall that you made. Running off a bridge, both me and Gin. Yay.
And me. I just did it at the end.
Yeah. Watch the bridges. Watch the bridges. They're crazy. So much fun.
Yeah. I went off the very, very small part that wasn't there. Seemed so good.
Yes. For that particular setup, the DPS should have been along the north wall with Yin on the northwest island, and Naka and group should have been in the northeast. So yes, for that confirmation, that's what it should have been. Alright, 15 on the clock. First. Alright, let's see what direction we're going. Right. Exit flares are going off. Left. Tank Buster incoming. Condensed.
I don't have a magic barrier for this raid wide.
It's okay, let's say should be okay. Spark with bleed. And volatile incoming. Tanks and heals are stacked. Tanks and heals are going to be spreading.
Too cool for us, Kadaj?
Light party bridges.
A little bit.
Tanks are south.
I just some of them.
Condensed. Light parties beginning to form. Light parties. Knock back.
Oh.
Slide it. Left. Tank Buster incoming. Dispersed. Behemoth versus Minotaurs. Behemoth is up front. Tanks and healers. That's it.
Shit, that was my bad. Oh, I recovered that? I couldn't see that thing.
Light parties.
No harm, no foul.
Condensed. Birds and meteors incoming. DPS have tethers. Knockback. Raid lad incoming. To the wall. Passage. Waiting for purgation. See where we need to start. We're good where we're starting usual. Tanks and healers are spread. Tanks and healers are spread. Gibby, I do not have first reprisal, sir.
Alright.
Speaking of, Light of Life is starting up if you are first mid-team. Tanks and heals are stacking. Tanks and heals are stacking. Tanks and heals are still stacking. DPS are stacking. Tanks and heals are spread. Last Light of Life. Hit it if you got it. Okay. Alright, stay easy. Alright, now stay in the bubble on the platform. Alright, we are looking for the non-bird platform. Over. We are going straight across. Watch the bridge. Alright, famine is incoming. Starting on the 2 fruit. DPS are baiting. Why do I? Oh. Other side again. Oh, all the way south, south, south.
One tank.
Death incoming.
Healer. 2 tank.
DPS are along the far north wall. DPS are on the north wall. Kibby. Go a little north, knock it. There you go, babe.
Rafe is up. I'm out of reses.
War's Harvest.
Not gonna make it in time.
That's 2 tethers.
That's why it didn't pop earlier.
So
Alright, and let's go ahead and jump. At this point, we've seen the harvest, so. So, what can help with famine? We understand the mechanic, that much is obvious. We understand what's supposed to happen. But the execution... Do people have any questions about famine as far as the purple tethers needing to be stretched across each other and actually forming an X to give as much room for the Minotaur cleaves as possible?
not a question, but a comment. Pre-positioning is the name of the game, as Rafe has said. Just a reminder.
And there's going to be 4 Minotaur tethers and nothing else. So the second... Yeah, it is rolling class based, so if you look at, well, I was about to say, if people want to lump up, if anyone is worried about standing with someone and then having the, oh wait, am I tethered or am I not? Try to stand with your like, if I'm standing with Kibby and there's a tether towards us, then I know both of us probably is going to have a tether. If I'm standing with Naka during those things and I see a behemoth tether, I know that both Naka and I got a behemoth tether.
Should we kind of do that? Like have all the tanks and healers stand on like the left side towards the north bridge when we come out of that? And then the other ones, the DPS will stand on like the southward facing bridge no matter what side we're on?
Yeah. Sure. I like that idea, because that way maybe people can identify if they do or do not have a Minotaur tether or not. That's...
And then I think that'll help too, because again, the whole, if you're the tether group and your tethers are coming from the left, you go to the right. If they're coming from the right, you go to the left.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
And then it's just a matter of figuring out whether you need to be at the first Minotaur closest to the bridge or the one that's further set back to make that X.
Yeah, okay. $40 till. We got plenty of time. Check your food timer. $15 on the clock. Dispersed. right. Exaflare still going off. Light parties. Tank Buster incoming. Condensed. Raid wide. Grayfer and Violet. Tanks and Hills are blowing up first. Spread. Tanks and Hills will be stacking. To the right. Light party bridges, tanks are south. It's dispersed. Light parties. Knockback. Heal it up. Vowels. Left. Tank Buster incoming. Condensed. Behemoth versus Minotaur, first time. Behemoth is in the back. DPS have Behemoth. Light parties. Condensed. Coming up on Birds versus Meteors.
run in between y'all.
Okay, knocked back.
Got the res?
I should have went a little bit further left.
To the edge. Waiting for purgation. Setting up on the opposite. Tanks and heals are stacking. Alright, you should be mitigating the first Light of Life if you can. Tanks and heals are spreading. First Light of Life is going off. Tanks and heals are stacking. Tanks and heals are spreading for the last. Second Light of Life is going off. Mitigate it if you have not already. Alright, get across. Light of Life is popping. Stay. Use the bubble. Looking for the non-bird platform. We're good. Going straight across. Famine. Remember, DPS kind of stack with your class or your roles, so you can see who has tethers and who doesn't. And setting up on the opposite side. Tanks and heals are baiting. Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't have a tether. That was bizarre.
Have a tether.
DPS are along the western side. DPS should be in a line along the western side. Or east.
Ooh, I have two
That's
tethers.
me. East, west. I'm backwards. Slice it.
I couldn't locate the unsafe platform when we rezzed in.
That's fine. East versus west, I was backwards. Either getting tired or everything else is catching up with me today. Or a little both. Not that anyone really cares.
Oh god. Nope.
They're bad.
Yeah,
Nope.
I was about to say, go ahead.
Knock. Oh.
Okay. $15. Fade Wide would lead. Condensed. Left or right? Right. Left. That's just separate. Tank bust. Fade Wide. Get ready for Inviolate. Tanks and heals are stacking. Tanks and heals will be spread when we go to the right. Light party bridges. Tanks are south. Light parties are forming. It's dispersed. Light parties. Knock back.
Oh dear.
I got good done.
Thank you.
Like your healer.
Fat fingered it too soon.
Slide it. Fouls. Left. Tank buster incoming. It's condensed. Behemoth versus Minotaurs. Behemoth is in the back.
I got Kibby.
Go, lady.
Light parties. Tank Buster incoming. Dispersed. Birds and towers. Knockback.
I got Kibby.
I know I'd use my knockback just in case. What the heck is happening?
Wall.
Oh, thank you. What?
We're good to stay. Purgation is starting up. Tanks and heals are spread. First mitigations on Light of Life should be going on. Kibby, if you've got reprise, please. Tanks and heals are stacking. Light of Life about to go boom. Tanks and heals are stacking. Tanks and heals are spread. Second team should be mitigating Light of Life. Light of Life about to go. And stay across. Use the bubble. Looking for the bird-free platform. Right. We're going straight across. Famine. Tanks and heals are baiting. Okay. Death. DPS are along the north. And bone. Okay. War. Best foot forward, y'all. Come on. DPS have Behemoth. Knockback.
Oh no.
I got LB.
Where you is, kitty? Already got your shirt.
Animation.
Back, back, back. Start forming into light parties.
I got the rest.
really shorten the animation.
And left. And park it. Spark. And enrage. %. Hey. Any questions?
Oh, that looked pretty good.
Okay. Sure.
Is that during the harvests, lady? Yeah, okay.
I can try. That's all I'm going to say. I've been calling it the same way for weeks. I will attempt to think left versus right, but bear in mind, that involves us being on the same area and facing the same direction. If I call left, right, left or right, I don't understand right versus left in as far as like group 1 right, group 2 left.
Oh, Rafe, could we do letters, numbers, or blank?
Guys, I have been calling this way for several weeks, and this is the last pull on Thursday night. If we want to have discussions about what's a call out, that needs to happen in the off time. I've been saying this for a couple of weeks. This is the kind of stuff that needs to be worked out in general chat in the off time. If you want me to change my call outs, I'll gladly do it, but I need time to prepare. The last pull on Thursday night? Really? Last pull of the evening. Spark, raid wide. Dispersed. Blades. To the left. Light parties. Tank Buster incoming. Southern Plateau. Spark of Life. Raid wide with bleed. Preparing for Involatile. Tanks and Hills are spread starting. Tanks and Hills are spread starting. Tanks and Hills are stacked, going to the right. Tanks and Hills are stacked. Dispersed. Light parties are forming. Oh. Light parties. Knock back. Hug your healer. Thousand elbow. To the right. Remember there is a tank buster incoming. Dispersed. Minotaurs versus Behemoths. Behemoth is to the south. Light parties. Tank Buster. It's condensed. Birds and Meteors. Tanks and healers have tethers. Knockback. Spark. Wall. Purgation. Let's see if we can stay. We can stay. Tanks and heals are starting spread. Tanks and heals are spread. Light of Life is working. Kibby, can you reprise first one? Tanks and heals are stacking. Tanks and heals are stacking. Light of Life. Tanks and heals are spread. Tanks and heals are stacked. Second Light of Life is going off. Well, charging up. Oh, we got two.
Who's on A? Who's on A? Who's on A?
I'm gonna res y'all once I get over there. Also, magic barrier.
I don't have any mitigation.
There's no bleed, so just hang in there.
Watch out for the AoE.
Yeah, but I'm taking tankies.
Yeah, and I died to autos.
Hallelujah.
That double provoke, that was pretty.
Going south.
Thank you. Cross the bridge. Famine incoming. Two's on that side. Tanks and heals are baiting.
I think I got the wrong one. I am close.
Resin Kibby.
Resing lady.
Death.
I'm just gonna not get hit by Yanaka. I'm just gonna scooch.
And
Sorry, I took two.
Knock us up. Ken is next.
Or
Just going down the list. I hang out here.
That looks like target.
back platform. Spark.
I suppose I can get a cover.
If I had any Oath Gauge left. Light party stacks. One to the right. First bleed. Second bleed. And enrage. Everyone have a good night. Again, general chat. If people want to update or change mechs or callouts or anything of the sort, discuss it there, please. Got several days. If anyone would like to practice P7 over the weekend, you're more than welcome to do so. Majority of our stuff does follow Party Finder. Everyone have a good weekend. Take care.